Jags get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter, Jordan. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Green 80, green 80. Green 80.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on third down, Bortles out to the flat for Hyde. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Green 80. Green 80. Spread right, 72. Move.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Mike 39, Lucy. Green 80. Green 80. Green 86.
Bortles to throw on second down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
That's right. Green 80. Green 80. Mike 39, Lucy.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Daniel McCullers in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
372. Set. Green 80.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11B, 11B.
The 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Set. Green 80. Spread left. Green and down.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh taking back over here in a second on offense. And the Steelers back on the beam after their 2nd straight win, 3rd in the last 4 games, defeating division rival Cincy this past weekend, Charles, 28-21.
Yeah, and that's the 7th straight win over Cincinnati, including the postseason. And we all remember that last postseason meeting where it looked like Cincinnati had them beat, and it got away from them. Some teams just have other teams' numbers, and right now that's what Pittsburgh.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 80.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Green 80. Green 80. Punch right. 11. Hey, 54, Ricky. Stroll left. Green inside.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. With that incompletion, let's discuss all the overtime games that we've had so far in the NFL. We've had 9 of them, at least one each week. Now, week 6, it was Miami and the Bears with the Dolphins getting the win.
Yeah, and you know something? That's an NFL record because that record was set week 5, an overtime game each of the first 5 weeks of the season. Now we're adding to the record, and I wouldn't doubt at all that we would get to 7 weeks and maybe beyond. It's been a very competitive NFL season.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, before Jacksonville gets the ball back here, let's look back to that Week 6 game against Dallas. The defense, I mean, look, the offense struggled, but the defense really struggled. Those first 4 weeks, they were as advertised. 56 points allowed total. 70 points, though, now given up the last 2 weeks, Charles.
Yeah, hard to believe that win against New England. It seemed like a real establisher, you know, saying this team's going to be there all year long, and we're going back to at least the AFC Championship game. That's way in the rear view right now. They've been outscored 70-21 the last 2 weeks, and the defense has to take its share of blame. But at the same time, the offense not helping at all. They're -9 in turnover margin for the year. Blake Bortles has thrown 8 interceptions thus far against 9 touchdown passes. That ratio has to improve and get better. I won't leave it all on him, but the offense can't keep putting the defense in tough situations.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Sunday. Hank. 372. 11B.
Bortles now on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hank.
On first down, Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
11B.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Bortles to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Well, switching gears for a second, a neat moment before Pittsburgh's game last week. Everybody knows James Conner and how he dealt with cancer. 10-year-old in the crowd, Charles, had a sign that he was holding, and this kid is also dealing with cancer. James Conner went over to him, met him, gave him a word of encouragement, and signed some things for him. That was really nice.
Really cool, isn't it? Because James Conner understands what that young man's going through. I believe his name is Levi. Got his attention. They're kindred spirits. And James Conner also showed him by his play and being back out there, beat this, overcome it, and go out and live your life the way you want to live it. And he's living it in a big way in the NFL right now, having a terrific season.
And over 100 yards again this past week.
Yeah, what a great story and crucial catch month in the NFL.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 65 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice...
Unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Green 80. Green 80.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Let's go, let's go. Green 80. Green 80. Lucy. Green is good.
Bortles now on first down. Going deep for Moncrief. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Sean Davis with a pick. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick six. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
11B. 'All go. Lucy. Spread right, 72. Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Green 80. 11. Throw that.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And McDonald here over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hurry up, let's go.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ben to throw again. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
380. 372. Hey, 54 Ricky.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Bell. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not